Good morning and welcome to morning meditation. We're on Psalm 143. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me, my heart within me is desolate. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. I muse on the works of thy hand. I stretch forth my hands unto thee. My soul thirsteth after thee, as a thirsty land. Hear me speedily, O Lord. My spirit faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like them that go down in the pit. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I will lift up my soul unto thee. Some very important truths we can learn from Psalm 143. When we get to that place that we're discouraged, instead of focusing on our discouragement, we need to make sure our delight is in the Lord. Psalm 34 tells us trust in the Lord and he'll give us the desire of our heart. That doesn't mean he's going to give us a BMW or a brand new home or whatever we want, as some of these wacky TV preachers teach. No, it's saying if I trust in the Lord, he'll change the desires of my heart. He'll change it from being desolate. And that's what David's saying he recognizes here. When he looks to the Lord, he lifts his hands up to the Lord. And let me just stop there for a second. A lot of Christians get caught up in symbolism instead of substance. Recently, I had a Christian let me know that, we ought to be lifting up hands. Yes, you should, but you should do that at home. You don't see anywhere that David did that publicly, and beside the fact, we're not Jewish. We're New Testament Gentiles that have been grafted in. Now, is there anything wrong with lifting up hands to the Lord? No, if it's done appropriately. But the way it's done in most churches today is to draw attention to the person lifting their hands up. David here just said, hey, I don't need to do in public what I should be doing in private. So if you're not doing it in private, don't do it in public. And if the Lord's working on your heart and life and you feel like it's appropriate to lift your hands, by all means, but let's make sure we're practicing it in private. So David here is saying, hey, when I get focused, when I realize that I'm looking at the things that are happening in my circumstances rather than the God of the circumstances, I refocus my attention on God. I get everything I can involved in seeking God and seeking his face. Often we'll read of old-fashioned preachers who prayed for days and the power of the Holy Spirit came on them. My Bible says that we're supposed to yield to the power of the Holy Spirit every day. He's supposed to be in control of us. It's just amazing to me how many Christians get caught up in symbolism, experience, rather than daily practice. If you're constantly practicing turning to the Lord, whenever those discouraging circumstances come, you're going to turn to the Lord. Whenever deliverance comes, instead of thinking that we've done that ourselves, we're going to turn to the Lord. So the truth is, in every circumstance, we need to turn to the Lord. He's in control. He can help us when things aren't going the way we think, or when things are going so great, we need to turn to the Lord. There was a soldier in the British Army that was caught being out after lights out during a battle, and he was brought before his colonel, and he said, what were you doing? Were you giving information to the enemy? And the soldier said, no, I was out praying, seeking God's help for the battle tomorrow. And the colonel said, well, if that's what you were doing, start praying now. And the soldier dropped to his knees and began to pray and prayed so earnestly, the colonel said, that's enough. I know that you were praying instead of going to the enemy. Hey, Christian, let's make sure that we are caught praying and not resorting to the enemy. Not letting the devil get to us, not letting circumstances or people discourage us, but we're turning to the Lord and finding our rejoicing and our help in God. He wants to help us more than we want to be helped. God bless you and have a great day.